Hello everyone. This is Pandit, and today I would like to speak on one topic that is how to turn your defeat into victory. And this topic is from Magic of Thinking Big. The author is David Schwartz. He is a PhD holder. So here, author categorized people into three types. Those are Mr. Skid Row, Mr. Mediocre, and Mr. Success. Mr. Skid Row is defeated, beaten up, whipped. He has encountered situations that conquered him. He is eager, even anxious to tell you about the situation that had wrecked him. Like I lost everything I had, and I had no place else to go, or I tried everything but no success. Then come Mr. Mediocre, average person. He also gives same reason like Mr. Skid Row gave. So Mr. Skid Row gave these reasons to explain his complete collapse, where Mr. Mediocre giving the same reason to explain his mediocrity. Inside, Mr. Mediocre is also defeated, but he is super cautious. He also feels beaten, but tries hard to endure the sentence of mediocrity. He too has surrendered to defeat, but in reasonably clean, socially accepted way. Now comes Mr. Success. You can discover these people from every possible background, like corporate executives, leading ministers, government officials, top men in every field. So these also comes from poor homes, rich homes, broken homes, slum areas. These people who lead every branch of our society have experienced every tough situation you can ever describe, right? So if you look at all these personalities, it is very much possible to match every Mr. Skid Row, Mr. Mediocre, and Mr. Success on almost every score, like age, intelligence, background, nationality, etc., with only one exception. And that one thing you cannot match them on is their response to defeat. When Mr. Skid Row gets knocked down, he failed to get up again. He just lay there splattered out. When Mr. Mediocre gets knocked down, he got up to his knees and he crawled away, and when out of sight ran in opposite direction so he would be sure never to take the beating again. But Mr. Success reacts differently. When he gets knocked down, he bounced back, learned a lesson, forgot the beating, and moved upward. If you read the biographies and autobiographies of great people, then you will discover that each of these people could have surrendered to setbacks many times, right? When you learn a background of the president of your company or mayor of your city or selected any personality, for example, you select any person you consider a real success, you will discover that those individuals have overcome big and real obstacles, right? Here, author wanted to make a strong statement that it's not possible to win high level success without meeting opposition, hardship, and setbacks. But it's possible to use setbacks to propel you forward. For example, one example author has given that if you see commercial airline statistic, which shows that there is only one fatality in 10 billion miles flown. So, as per the data, air travel is very safe these days, right? Unfortunately, air accidents still happens. But when they do, the Civil Aviation Administration is on the scene to find out what caused the crash. Fragments of metal are picked from miles around. Witnesses and survivors are interviewed. The investigation goes on for weeks, months, until the question, what caused that crash, is answered. And once CAA has answered, immediately steps are taken to prevent a similar accident from happening again. If the crash was caused by structural defect, other planes of that same type must have that defect corrected. Or if certain instruments are found faulty, corrections must be made. And likewise, hundreds of safety devices are installed on modern aircraft. And these are the results of CAA investigations. Here, what I'm trying to say that CAA studied the setbacks to pave the way to safer air travel, and obviously their efforts pay off. In another example, doctors use setbacks to pave the way to better health and longer life. Often, when patients die for a certain reason, doctors perform postmortem to find out why. In this way, they learn more about functioning of the body and try to save other people from dying. Right? So here, the success principle comes out is salvage something from every setback. When setbacks hits us personally, our first impulse is to often to become so emotionally upset that we fail to learn a lesson. So I would like to conclude the topic by saying we can turn setbacks into victories, find the lesson, apply it, and look back on defeat and smile. What author says that defeat is only a state of mind and nothing more. So decide right now to salvage something from every setback. So, when next time things seems to go wrong on job or home, calm down, find out what caused the trouble and work on it. This is the way to avoid making the same error twice. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you'll get some value addition from this small topic. Thank you.